everyone! What is good? Welcome back to the channel. This is Silver Hyena, and for today's video, we are going to be playing around with these lovely neon acrylic paints. Now then, I have always loved neon colors. I love bright neon colors. The thing is just that they don't always play well with everything. However, for today's video, I just could not resist. I could not resist. And what shall I be using for my canvas? Well, it's not a journal this time. So, I've decided that I will use my watercolor palette from Arteza as a canvas for acrylic paint. Now then, when I had originally unboxed this, my first thought was, oh, put some stickers on here, but then I thought to myself, isn't there something more I could do? The answer is yes. So, this section here, I'm gonna paint on it with obnoxiously bright neon colors. However, before we begin, there's gonna be some prep work involved. First up, some painter's tape. Now then, I got this in place of masking tape since that was what I originally used. But masking tape isn't always the most gentle, so I decided to get some blue painter's tape, which is designed to go on easy, come off easy, and it costs a lot less than artist's tape. Now then, you could also probably try washi tape. However, when I went to Walmart, which is where I picked this up, I could not find any thicker washi tape. It was all like that slim ribbon thin stuff. So I decided to go with this. Anyways, first off, you want to cover up the parts that you do not want paint getting on them. Oh, okay. There we go. So that is what I am going to work on right now. The wonderful thing about acrylics is that they can paint on just about any surface you can think of. However, to make sure that it sticks a bit more, consider getting some gesso. What this stuff does is when you put it over your surface and let it dry, read the directions, it gives a bit of grip for the paints to hold on to. So there you go. Hopefully you'll learn something new. Alrighty, so I am going to finish taping this off, and what will be a painfully long amount of time for me will be about a second for you. So look at that, all ready to go. Alright, seriously, I need to enjoy looking at this one last time while it is as it was, because once I start, there's no turning back. Like, you see, this is what I do. This is what I do for views. I do stuff like this. So please, like this video and subscribe to the channel. It will mean the world to me. Anyways, let's do this. No going back now. Alrighty, so first, very important, gotta pull that protective seal off of your gesso. Okay, I need to check here real quick. Do you need to... Okay, so it dries translucent and it says clear. Oh yeah, very important. Allow 24 hours minimum drying. Oh, I didn't see that. Sand hard, shiny surfaces before applying. I think this constitutes as a hard, shiny surface, so, hang on. Okay, so this is a sandpaper that I could find, so let's see if this works, and let's see how long it takes for me to get any painter's remorse. Alright, Arteza, watercolor palette. You did your original job. Now, you gotta take a hit for the team, okay? For the YouTube views! Okay, there we go. Give me a minute while I go cry in a corner somewhere. Oh wait, I better get these edges here. Then I'll go cry in a corner somewhere. No turning back. No turning back. And, I know that Dad watches, my dad watches my videos, so Dad, sorry I borrowed it without your permission. Okay, so I'm just gonna dust off any crumbs. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure if you guys heard, but I think that Topaz just called me a big dummy. She might be right. So we're gonna paint on this gesso here. I'm gonna make sure that the whole surface has a nice even coat. And I'm gonna have to let this puppy dry overnight. Which means that my head is gonna be stewing about it all throughout work tomorrow. Okay, so now we let this dry. But while I could always just snap my fingers and we'd be on to the next day and I'd be painting that, I figure I've still got some time, and I do not know why those kids are screaming outside. Anyways, I figured might as well swatch these out. Look at that, or at least I hope you can see that, because my lights like to reflect off of everything. Alright, let's take a minute to bask in their beauty. So we've got 10 actual neon colors and then a white and a black, which in my experience, albeit limited, with acrylics, you're gonna go through white. It's just a fact. Aw, kitty, are you having fun? Are you playing? Hello, Topaz. Are you playing with Mr. Tiger? She's on to me. Okay, kitty break is over. As soon as I started filming her, she had to wander off. So, before the feline invasion, I was talking about that white is a color that when you're doing acrylics, you're gonna go through a lot of it. So, you'll want to stock up. So let's take a look at... Oh, these ones, they have little foil covers. The last time I got this the Royal Langnickel brand of acrylics, there was a little spike in the cap that you would pierce and open it up that way. But this is cool. This is cool. If anything else, I probably like the little foil seal better. Anyways, I got my trusty disposable palette ready. So I'm just gonna do a very sparing amount for these swatches. I'm probably not gonna use the white in the final piece, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel. We'll see what I'm feeling. And yes, while I know that white probably isn't gonna show up on white paper, I feel compelled to swatch it anyway. Just because I will feel very incomplete if I don't swatch out the whole set. Okay, so there we go, white. Very exciting. But now, how about we do a little neon? This bright neon lemon yellow, or from what I can tell by the packaging, shield your eyes yellow is more like it. There we go. Ooh, that is, ooh, yeah, that is bright fluorescent. Just, wow. Look at that. That is bright. Might be brighter than my future. Ooh. Oh yeah. Ooh, I like that. Oh my gosh, that is the color that keeps you safe at night. Okay, so I'm gonna finish swatching out the rest of these colors. So, hang on, wait for it. Woo! There we are. These are the blindingly bright colors. And I gotta say, I like it. I love these blindingly bright colors. I think that they're absolutely gorgeous. Post in the comments below, what do you think about neon colors? I think everybody by now who's been watching this video knows my opinion. Anyways, now that the swatches have been done, time to watch some paint dry. Or, well, gesso in this case. I will see you all when my palette is ready for paint. Okay, so it has been over 24 hours. The gesso has dried, mostly translucent. There are a bit of globby bits, but I'm not going to worry about that. And, I accidentally just stuck my hand in that. Oh, well, what did I just accidentally stick my hand in? Well, in that span of 24 hours, I had, chanced upon this. It's an iridescent medium that you mix with acrylic paint to give colors an iridescent finish. And while I was waiting, I tried it out on my swatch sheet. I did paint it over, but I can also try mixing some in iridescent neon. I really like the idea. Why not go bigger and bolder and brighter? Yeah. When you're an artist, this is just comes with the territory. So now that part of my hand can shimmer and shine too. Anyways. Whew. Let's do this. Okay, so the first thing I am doing is I'm just going to start a gradient, and I do not think I poured out enough paint for this, so, please bear with me. Just trying to get that top coat down, but I underestimated just how much I might need. What am I doing? I don't know anymore. I've lost my mind. Somehow this was working out much better in my head. Alrighty, so I've got the first couple of coats down. Some of the black of the original palette is still kind of showing through, but I want to let this dry completely overnight and then just work on it again. Just work at it until it's all completely opaque, and we'll see how it goes from there. Overall, I love these colors. Okay, so I forget what day it is at this point, but okay, I think it might be day 2, I'm not sure. But the paint has dried. However, I'm still kind of, like, a lot of the black is still showing through. And they also dried a lot darker than I was expecting. I mean, here's how they look on the paper. Of course, the paper is white, so that could also have something to do with it. I mean, I'm beginning to think that maybe I should have just painted this whole thing white first and then moved on to the color, but you know what they say about hindsight, right? Anyways, I'm gonna take a slightly different approach to this. So, let's see if it works, or if I, hopefully I won't. Oh my gosh. Hopefully I know what I'm doing. Actually, truth be told, I really don't. I'm winging it here. Need a little bit more of this really fluorescent one. I'm wondering if part of my issue is that I'm being a little bit too stingy. I don't want to just glop it all on there at once. Alright, better I try this on my own stuff than you, right? So, just wanted to get the brush a bit damp. Okay, so this is after the, I think it's now 5th or 6th layer, and while the darker colors seem to be covering fine, these lighter colors, that black just keeps showing through. And the other thing I've noticed is that when the paint was drying over these parts here, it would kind of slide down. So I'm not sure if the gesso isn't doing its job, or if this is just really cheap frickin' paint. I'm leaning towards it's really cheap frickin' paint. I mean, this thing was, the set that I got, it was about, I think, $6 or $7. So yeah, that is really cheap acrylic paint. However, I also think that using a black canvas, like here, like you see the colors on the mostly white, off-white, and they look pretty vibrant, and on this, they dried really dull. I'm beginning to think that I should have done a few coats of white first, but you know what they say about hindsight? And it's too late to turn back. However, I still think we can save this. Will glitter save the day? It's time to find out. Let's see how much I'm really gonna regret doing this video. Post below. On a scale of dragons to slugs, how much do you think I am going to regret doing this video? I'm just really curious to see some of the answers you guys come up with. Alright. Iridescent glitter medium. Let's do this. Okay, so it's like I've already seen that it will layer on top pretty nicely, so I'm just gonna go in with this stuff straight. Here goes nothing. Okay, well, there's the first coat. I figure I'm just gonna let this dry for a while, see how it looks once it's dried, and then see if I need to add another coat or not. Boy, what did I just do? Okay, so the glitter has dried. The thing is, I may have gone a bit overboard. Okay, I went a lot overboard. But I figure that since I've now got this nice silvery white, I'm gonna try at least one, maybe two more layers of, excuse me, of paint in a last ditch effort to do this. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Hopefully this works. I mean, like, there's gonna be more paint on top of this palette than there is in it at the rate I'm going. So I'm hoping that since it really seemed to, this paint really seemed to show through the black, I'm hoping that the glitter will kind of shine through. I mean, you can hope until you're blue in the face. This is it, my last stand to make this project work. Wish me luck. Yes, kitty, I hear you. Kitty is silently squeaking at me. Alrighty, so sprayed it with a few coats of the fixative, as you saw. This is the next morning, completely dry. It still has that metallic undertone and it's nice and shiny. Now comes the part I'm really nervous about. It's time to get rid of this tape. Oh my gosh, I'm hoping that this paint isn't so caked on it's there to stay. Because I still need to use the paints that are in this palette. Oh my god, this makes me so nervous. my gosh, okay, it's coming off okay so far. Oh boy. Oh, some of it. Something got glopped on there. Maybe I'll be able to carefully scrape it off. Look at that. That, or if I really need to, I might be able to cover it up with a Sharpie. The Arteza logo is still intact. Okay, that might be about as good as I'm gonna get for now. Some of the edges are a little rough and jagged, and I'm worried that if I take this traveling with me, some of this might chip and peel off. So what I might do later on down the line, just cover up the logo again and spray these edges, just spray the whole thing with fixative again, just to make sure that it's sealed and stays put. While it wasn't originally what I was intending, like, it went a lot better in my head. However, I still like the way it looks. I mean, it's so rainbow and shiny. Okay, so my overall opinion of these paints. I would definitely not call them the best. These were incredibly cheap, and, well, they kind of perform cheap. But I do love the color. I do love bright neons, as I've stated many, many times in this video. However, I think that after my experience with these, I want to look for some better quality neon paints. So there's that. As for this, overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It was not how I originally envisioned it turning out, but I am not disappointed either, if that makes sense. Oh. Hi, kitty. Hang on. I'm trying to film. I'm doing a review. Sorry about my incredibly messy floor. Yeah, I'm sure that's what you all wanted to see. My messy room. Anyways, if I had to pick an MPV for this video, most valuable paint, it's this. I honestly think that this stuff I was in the middle of filming, and because, well, I have a regular day job, but that's life. I chanced upon this, and I had to pick it up because, well, it's acrylic glitter medium stuff. Okay, they call it iridescent. I'll just call it glitter medium stuff. But this stuff saved this project. So, most valuable paint goes to this. So, round of applause, everybody. And again, back to these. I used up more than half of some of these tubes on the larger swatches of color. Like, a lot of the pink and purple, I used up half the tubes just trying to coat. And now then, I'm not sure how much of this was just me still being rather inexperienced with acrylics, or the fact that this was my first time painting on a metal surface. So, like, there could be a large number of factors involved. So, I'm gonna use the rest of these. I'm gonna paint on canvas. I know, something bland and normal. But before I can really give these a fair review. I want to use them on a regular surface just to see if they perform any different or if they're just cheap crap. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like. Come on, I painted on something different just for you. So please, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Post below, is there anything you would like to see me paint on next? I always love to hear what you guys have to say. So, this is Silver Hyena, signing out. Stay creative, everybody. Bye!